Hey there, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Good morning, crypto friends. How are we doing out there? Welcome to the Crypto Morning Show. It is Wednesday, March 31st. We are live. Let's have a look at the charts. BTC flash crash liquidated about $600 million worth of folks' hard-earned money. So, folks, when you're trying to leverage these things, be very, very careful. So we're looking at the BTC USD charts, making our way up to the 58,000. Support sitting there at the 57,512.19. Resistance at the 58,445 as we sit here and evaluate our trade. Be very careful out there. End of story. Moving on to ETH, Ethereum. USD. As I work my way through these allergies. We did get the 26 and the 100-day cross there, so waiting for this to come alive here for us. So looking down at support of the 1771.81. We will have resistance. We'll massage that guy there. Don't scream at me yet. There we go. 1824.98. Resistance for ETH USD. Having a go at the BNB Binance Coin. We had all the, they're saying it's a flash crash. And we have support sitting at, I got this off the 1 hour, if you're wondering where that came from. The support sitting there at the 288.363. I'll quit rambling. And resistance up there right on the $300 mark for BNB USD. Looking strong though. Did get, just pay attention to that RSI. We got ourselves overbought. Had to come back down. 12/26 day moving average in good shape. Keep that in mind as we move along to ADA, USD, Cardano. Cardano kind of chilling there, right there on the 50 retracement there. So support sitting there at the 1.1540 and resistance sitting at the 1.207 for Cardano. Looking at PolkaDot. PolkaDot came alive and exploded all of a sudden. We have support at the 33.5307 and resistance at 36 up there at the top of that one. 36.6125. If you're in this trade at the moment, pardon me as I struggle through my allergies here, keep that stop down there. Pretty tight. Massive candle, lots of volume. RSI heading its way up to the overbought. For DOT USD, let's look at I'm not so light anymore coin. Litecoin LTC USD. Somebody put the stop in the wrong place. There we go. Support setting at the 188.20 and resistance there at the 192.12. Like I said, I'm just going to go through here really quickly. I got all these earlier on the 1 hour time frame. If you're charting along with me, you can switch over there and find those. Let's move on to LINK USD. Chainlink. Chainlink, we have the support up. Let's move this one for you. We'll switch over real quickly here. Yep, did get that one off of the 1 hour time frame, but we've changed since then. So support sitting at the 26.794 and looking at that resistance right up there on that previous candle on the next leg up at the 27.8 57473. Moving on to XLM Stellar. Excuse me. Stellar looking, as we're grabbing all the wrong things here. There we go. Try to find you some new support levels here real quickly. Yep, looks like we're looking at support at the 0.383626 and resistance down down there, up there, 0.395270 for XLMUSD. Keep an eye out on that 100-day moving average, as it will be resistance for the time being. Moving on to Vechain. Hopefully you can't hear the jet engine in the background there. Sorry about that. Looking down here at the 0.0832 support. Resistance up there at the 0.0875 BET USD. Moving on to VTHO USD. Support sitting there. Whoops. Let's get you a new one here. We're kind of trying to get below that particular one as we speak. So we're going to retest that level. Pardon me. Let's go into the 30-minute time frame. There we go. Be careful with this particular one. We are testing some support levels that are way back there. So moving back to the 4-hour. Support at the 0.0158. Resistance here on the previous high at the 0.0178 for VTHO USD. Jet engine has now subsided. Let's look at the FIL USD. Looking at support at the 139.71. Resistance up there at the 1.53797. As you can see, we are getting very, very close to the all-time high at 159.36. Once you get through there, that is your blue sky breakout, folks. So once we start into that territory, just be sure to keep those stop losses trailing up behind it. For FIL USD, moving on to IOTA, Internet of Things. Had a really good bounce there, came down, pushed through that 100-day moving average, but I think that was an overshot in panic as the paper hands folded. Let's look at support at the 1.434, resistance at 1.4931 for IOTA, Internet of Things. Moving on to COMP, COMP USD. You can see here I got this stop loss trailing right along here. We're okay with that. So looking at the 389.2488. Resistance right there at the 389 point. Nope, 389.516. Sorry about that. Trying to work these things out as is. Pardon me. Let's fix this one for you here. We're starting to move around here. There we are. So that would be next resistance level as we're making our climb up here. 394.871. Got that off the 1 hour. Let's move on to BAT. Basic, I need all the attention I can get coin. BAT looking good here. Holding support at the 1.0932. Resistance right up there. You see this double top, as some folks might want to argue that, at the 1.145. Stuck in between the 12 and the 26, so that's okay. We'll take it for BAT/USD. Moving on to Ethereum Classic ETC/USD. Support setting at the 12.869. Resistance up there at the 13.589. For Ethereum Classic, let's move on to MANA/USD Mana. Trying to close above that 26-day moving average. We did get the 26 and the 100-day moving average cross, aka the golden cross. Wait for it to come alive. We're still beneath that 12-day. So looking down at support at the 0.977375, resistance up there on that 12-day moving average at 1.079512. On to ZIL/USD. We can change that one. There we go. Getting support off that previous low at the 0.1722. Resistance up at the 0.178511. For ZIL/USD, moving on to NUUSD. Got this one off the 1 hour. We got the previous resistance becomes support. We do have the 12, the 26, and the 100-day coming right underneath. So look for that 100-day to hold. But in the event it does not, you're looking down at 0.57085 support. And we can bring resistance down there to the 0.6131. That is correct for NUUSD. Moving on to NMR/USD. Support right there on that low at the point, nope, no points, 50.902. And resistance up there at the 52.7619 as my brain starts to wake up. For NMR/USD, let's go on to GRT/USD. How we doing out there, folks? Appreciate you hanging in there with me. Perfect example is why we use the 100-day moving average. Look at that. Came right down, bounced off of there on the 100-day. So we have support sitting there at the 1.68931. You can also put your stop just below this if you're trailing along here, just below that 100-day moving average, as we anticipate that to hold. Resistance up at the 1.75, that round psychological number, giving us some grief on the climb back up. For GRT/USD, moving on to UNI. You ain't got no alibi. Your Uniswap. There we go. 27.441 support. Resistance up there at the 29.420 for Uniswap or UNI/USD. Moving on to AAVE. We have support on top of that 12-day moving average. We got the 26 and 100-day all crossing as we speak. So watch this one, as we do have a tendency to go to the upside here. So we're looking at support at the 368.727, resistance up there at the 380 round number. I did use the bodies of those candles because of that round psychological number. You can use the wicks if you like, but looking for a resistance as we climb through there. So AAVE looking very good to get back into that sales target if you didn't manage to get out the last go round. Moving on to MKR/USD. MKR, we do have support. Double bottom down there at the 2019.926. And first line of resistance is going to be those moving averages. But the previous price action is 2,116.433 for MKRUSD. Also, keep an eye on that price pivot there. Swing high. For MKRUSD, moving on to audio. Let's look at some of these good old NFTs that everybody's talking about. Audio is trapped beneath that 12-day moving average, pushing us down. 26 up above there. Looking at support at the 3.0511 and resistance up there at, there we go, 3.4740 for audio. Move on to CHZUSD. Walking this way down here, folks, really panicked. Somebody sold a lot of, goodness. Anyway, looking at support at the 0.49101. Resistance at the 50, or I should say the 0.50 psychological, but 0.50869 would be your number to watch there for CHZUSD. Let's have a look at Theta. Theta trying to come down here. I've marked this one previously on the, but we can, we'll switch to the 1 hour here and get you a little bit tighter support there. There we go. We'll refine that for you there. Pardon me. Support there at the 11.966 and resistance in that tight range of 12.382. Watching for that 100-day moving average to start coming up. It's probably going to be a day or so away. For Theta USD, moving on to ENJ. ENJ got all the way down as panic pants, sold it down there. 2.31548 was that support level, and resistance now sitting at the 2.411. As you can see, we are stuck in between that 100-day and the 26-day moving average. That can be a good thing if we can get the volume to send us up through there for upside potential for ENJ. Let's look at Harmony 1, ONE USD. We will adjust that one for you as well. There we go. Right there at the 0.1782 on that previous low and 0.1933 resistance for Harmony 1 ONE USD. Lastly, having a look at Storj, STORJ USD, all of the cloud storage tokens and coins and such. Looking at support on that swing low down there at the 2.559, or I should say just slightly above that, and then resistance at the 2.913 for Storj, STORJ USD. Bitcoin dominance kind of going sideways. That's a good thing, I suppose. Hanging in there at the 60.79% level, and we are slightly down off the all-time high up there. 1,774,000,000,000 for the total crypto market cap. We'll just move that right up there for you. Folks, that about does it for me. And I'll see you tonight at the Crypto Happy Hour. Have a great day. Keep those stop losses tight. Don't subscribe to anyone on Telegram. Have a great day.